Scorpios, this is a very creative, childlike, friendly, expressive transit. For the Cancers out there, this is great for learning and generating wisdom, processing on a higher level, and even education and religious themes. So if you're a Cancer, this is one of the best transits for you to really just visualize and process information on the highest level possible. If you a Cancer, listen, Cancers, make sure y'all tap in, because this is one of the best transits. A Pisces full moon, especially if you have the moon in Cancer, whew, a beautiful transit for y'all. But it will deal with processing information to the highest degree. It could even deal with education and schooling, traveling. If you a Cancer and if you're emotionally sensitive about your perspective on the world, this transit will highlight that. And it can even force you to learn and develop a long-term thought process on the world around you. So this can inspire a lot of Cancers to travel, diversify their perspectives on reality. We love this transit for all signs, right? And all signs will experience this full moon differently. For the Aries out there, this could maybe really influence y'all the most, because this will really be very Piscean for the Aries. If you're an Aries, if you have planets in Aries, even Venus in Aries, you could be doing a lot of dreaming, going into dreamland a lot. And we're talking about a lot, a heightened sensitivity to your imagination. You once again should be dreaming more than any other sign, and also preparing for adjusting your relationship dynamics, because Venus will go retrograde in Aries at the top of March of next year, right? And like late February or early March of 2025, Venus will go retrograde. A lot of the things that you might feel emotionally sensitive now to, when you have that full moon in Pisces and then that Venus retrograde next year, it can highlight a lot of undercover hidden things going on in your private world. All right? So this is why if you are Aries, you definitely, like your Cancer counterparts, want to make sure that you're getting a lot of rest too. For the Aries and the Cancers, this transit could be very similar in a way, but for the Aries, it'll deal with things that are way more private and spiritually sensitive. So if you are Aries, you could know a Cancer out there, a Cancerian. You might be like, yo, I feel how this person feels, but it's 20 times more personal. This deals with emotional sensitivity to spiritual matters for the Aries out there. And for some Aries, it could deal with how they look, their physical appearance, even their health, making sure that they're in great health, how they initiate and present themselves, which can be a representation of your appearance. Virgo also deals with cleaning up. When you want to clean something up, you have to process it, and it's easier to clean up that way. The Virgos, and even them, this is a great time for them to have clarity in relationships. If you're a Virgo out there, this is a great time for you to really get intuitive and in tune. If you a Virgo, make sure that you having some great relationships, because this full moon will highlight matters that can be spiritually sensitive with associates. A lot of the things that you could have been processing for the past few months and years, if you're a Virgo, this transit will bring it to the utmost level, especially dealing with relationships. Making sure you communicating with your partner, talking about whatever you need to talk about, whatever it may be. The full moon in Pisces will highlight these things and rides them up to the surface. So if you're a Virgo, you should be preparing for proper communication with other people. If you a Gemini, This would deal with emotional sensitivity in the career, in the fields of work, your long-term plans and actions. Hey, what have you been trying to save up money for the past few years? What have you been trying to do for the past few months? This Pisces full moon will highlight that spiritual sensitivity to these things. What have you been doing for the past 3-4 years? Is your long-term plan even a thing? What are you doing? Are you just trying to be astrostetics or what? That's what the full moon in for the Geminis will signify. And organizational matters. Well, what is your spiritual relationship with being organized and having your system and your structure on the same page? Is that even a thing? When you look at the Tauruses, they're going to have a great transit. This is going to bring them a lot of clarity with the future. If you're a Taurus, this will highlight spiritually sensitive matters in relationship to the future, with your friends, with your trusted friends. So the people that you valued for a long duration of time, and the community around you, your friends, your social groups. This is a great time for Tauruses to do some group-based things. Any of your friends that you've been planning on hanging out with for a long time, sure, y'all go on to easycomplex.com, amazon.com, barnesnobles.com. Check out the description of this video and pick up a copy of the 500-page sensation, Astrostetics, the Aesthetics of Astrology. Thank you. This is a great time for you to connect with them.